Well, the Midwest drought has hit row crop farmers particularly hard this year, but for livestock producers, it's the second of two very bad years. Neil Melancon now joins us with this week's Bottom Line. And Neil, you know, we know about dried up crops, but man, there is nothing worse than thirsty, hungry cows.
Mike, the cows are thirsty out there, but given the price of grains right now, they may be hungry as well. The drought in the Midwest is impacting our cattle producers on a number of levels, starting with feed costs. It's kind of a double whammy in that drought has the nation's pastures in poor conditions across 55% of the country, so haying for the winter will be bad. This means that farmers will have to rely on feed grains, which of course are skyrocketing in price right now. This also hits the feed yards, which have to pay now for grain that is increasing in cost, which in turn affects the price farmers have to get for when they sell their cattle to the stockyards. That hits us here in Louisiana. I talked with Commissioner of Agriculture and Forestry, Dr. Mike Strain, about it, and he said that even though we have had good rains and plenty of hay this year, this cow-calf state is hurting from what's going on further north and west.
So our concern is that over time, that we will not have as many cattle in Louisiana simply because, one, the value is so high right now, we're not retaining heifers, and also we are aging out. And we really need to encourage young people to get in the cattle business. And I tell everybody, if you have cattle, you need to keep them. And if you have cattle, you need to have the best genetics. And if you can find some land to buy anywhere, anywhere you can afford it for cattle or something else, you need to buy it.
To compound matters, the USDA's latest cattle on feed numbers show continuing contraction of the nation's livestock herd, which means the cattle being sold aren't being replaced right now, but demand for beef is steady to rising. The bottom line here is higher prices for beef in the supermarkets in the foreseeable future. Even if this trend began to reverse tomorrow, we're still a minimum of 2 years out before any significant reduction in prices occurs. So Mike, if you have some space in your deep freeze, buy some extra steaks now.
Now would be that time, and I got to tell you, Neil, let's hope that this situation breaks pretty soon. Neil Melancon, thanks. And remember, you can listen to any of Neil's daily radio reports on the Louisiana Farm Bureau Radio Network for a list of stations where you can tune in or listen online. Just click on over to our website, twilatv.org, and look for the LFB radio link on the left side of the home page. That does it for this edition of This Week in Louisiana Agriculture. Be sure to join us next week when A.J. Sabine will take us up to Morehouse Parish, where a group of farmers are passing the plow to the next generation. And rice harvest is underway here in South Louisiana, but weather has farmers nearly a week behind. Find out what they're doing to try to make up that time and get this year's crop into the bins. And if you missed any of our stories, you can watch them online. Just click on over to our website, twilatv.org. For all of us here at This Week in Louisiana Agriculture, I'm Michael Dana. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to see you again right here next week.